Guys, Kenwood Sports back with another one. NFL free agency is going crazy right now. Just got the word Deshaun Watson has decided to just sign with the Cleveland Browns. The Cleveland Browns out of all teams. I kind of had a feeling that they was going to keep us in the dark about who he was going to sign with. But I didn't see this coming. I really didn't. The Cleveland Browns. So that means Baker Mayfield most definitely getting moved this year to somebody. Maybe the Colts. No telling who it is. I don't know for sure if he's going to be going to the Texans or not because the Texans had already said that they weren't looking for a quarterback in a trade. They wanted the picks most likely and a couple of starters. They had Davis Mills last year, which was a decent quarterback for them starting. So I don't know if they really want to stick with him or not. They're probably going to most likely ride it out with him on the a rookie deal, see how he played this year because they pretty much in rebuild mode. I'm surprised. I'm most surprised that he didn't sign with the Saints because I feel like with the Saints, that's the most talented available team that needs a quarterback right now. If you look at running back, you got Alvin Kamara. You look at the offensive line, Teron Armstead, Ryan Ramczyk, Cesar Ruiz. You got a lot of great linemen on the offensive line. You got Michael Thomas out there. You got Cam Jordan on defense. You got Demario Davis. You got Deontay Harris. Man, you got so many hitters out there on the Saints on both sides of the ball. Only thing the Saints needed was a quarterback. Organization to back Deshaun up. I don't know how the Cleveland Browns fans are. I know they're very supportive of their team. They're going to be real happy. But as far as the situation, I don't know how far they're going to go with Deshaun as far as backing him up. But Atlanta was supposed to be one of the destinations that he was supposed to go to. I really didn't see him going to Atlanta. Atlanta team don't have nobody really to me but Kyle Pitts. Matt Ryan, he probably gonna still be there now that that Deshaun didn't choose the Atlanta Falcons. But I know he had a history with the Falcons. I know he's from Gainesville, Georgia, which is not far away from here. It's probably about an hour outside Atlanta. But I can see him doing well with those two running backs, Kareem Hunt and Nick Chubb, because they run the heck out the ball. But Devontae Adams, man, that's another big free agent signing. I can't believe he left Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers actually took all the money in the organization, $150 million over the next few years. And I'm pretty sure the Packers couldn't pay both of them. Devontae going over to the Las Vegas Raiders with Derek Carr, his college quarterback. Guys are like this, more like family than friends. Even heard his brother, Derek Carr's brother, David Carr, who was a #1 draft pick back in the day. He ended up speaking about the relationship that their family got with Devontae Adams and saying how close they are and things like that. So to see him go there, Aaron Rodgers, quarterback, his receiver room is very slim because he had at least 100 more receptions than the next closest person on that team, and that was Aaron Jones, which is the running back out of the backfield. He was the next closest guy to Devontae Adams in catching, the second most catches on the Packers team last year. So it's a lot going on with that. The Raiders got Devontae. They also signed up Chandler Jones, which is a premier defensive end sack master, premier pass rusher is what I want to say. The word that I really want to use, premier pass rusher. You pair him up with Max Crosby. You add Devontae in the receiving core. Man, that team gonna be tough. The AFC West is loading up. Russell Wilson is now a Denver Bronco. To see him over there, I still feel like Russell got a lot in the tank. I like the running back they got over there, Melvin Gordon, and they got the other one, Javonte Williams, I think it is. Cortland Sutton. They got some guys over there, man. Jerry Jeudy, the Broncos, they got some weapons for him. Bradley Chubb still over there. Randy Gregory. Randy Gregory just signed a 5-year deal worth $70 million. That's another thing, man. Randy Gregory, I can't believe he left the Dallas Cowboys after Jerry Jones had this man back through all the years he wasn't playing, over 5 years, kept him on the roster, got him the support he needed, even though he was struggling with the marijuana usage and whatever else he had going on. Jerry Jones had his back, and I heard it was due to certain language about returning money back if he ended up having a relapse. So that played a big part in his decision of going to Denver. That AFC West is loaded with Mahomes and Justin Herbert. The Chargers just signed Mike Williams. They added Khalil Mack and J.C. Jackson from the Patriots. Those are huge signings. Those huge pickups for their defense. Those guys I feel like their coaching decisions last year would stop them from going forward as they could have, because those guys went to overtime and a lot of close games with a lot of teams. I felt like they should have been in the playoffs, and they should have made some noise in the playoffs. But this year, it's going to be a whole different story with their receiving core, the quarterback, their running back, Austin Eckler, the receivers. Man, it's going to be hard to deal with the AFC West, the Chargers, the Broncos, the Raiders, and the Chiefs. The Chiefs been dominating that division, but I don't know how they're going to do it this year. As far as the Saints go, and Deshaun Watson, like I said, I feel like Deshaun Watson was going to get the support he needed if he was in Atlanta or if he was in New Orleans. But the thing about Atlanta is they don't have a team around him. Everybody gone. You got Julio gone. They just lost their number one receiver since then. Kyle Pitts, he's still there. Running back, they're probably still having Mike Davis from last year, a guy from South Carolina. He's a decent back, but I wouldn't really count on him to be nothing of significance to make big changes on that team. Like I said, I felt like the Saints had the roster already for him. But free agency is still alive. A lot of things going on, a lot of moves to be made, especially since Deshaun Watson made his decision. Teron Armstead was one of our top linemen, right tackle. I think he probably going to be leaving the Saints. Without a quarterback, all the work he put in, all the injuries he put in, all the injuries that he had, he still fought through them and still played. Him, Ryan Ramczyk, Saints still got one of the best offensive line. Without him, without Teron Armstead, it's going to be a big loss for the Saints, man. But the Saints still got pieces in play and basically need a quarterback. I don't think Baker Mayfield the right fit for that city at all. If he can't deal with Cleveland, he definitely not going to be able to deal with New Orleans and Louisiana, period. He's not going to be able to deal with it. But a lot more moves going on in free agency. I'm sure I missed some things that I'm not talking about right now that happened in free agency. Von Miller. Von Miller went to the Buffalo Bills. I was thinking that he would re-sign with Denver and join Randy Gregory and Bradley Chubb and bolster that defense back up. But I did not know at 3 years old someone would be willing to sign this guy to a 5 or 6 year deal worth that much money. But Buffalo did it. I like Buffalo defense. They had one of the best defenses in the league last year. Tre'Davious White over there, one of the best corners in the league. They got the safeties and all of that. With adding Von Miller, I think that's going to help them. But for a 5 or 6 year contract, I don't know. I don't know how long Von Miller going to last. I know he had some nagging injuries, last year, maybe a year before that. Got him won a Super Bowl with 2 different teams already. One time he was the MVP. It'll be crazy if he can go down there and do that again in Buffalo. I said down there. Buffalo is probably one of the further north states that we got cities. But, yeah, I can see them doing well. They already one of the ones that's in contention for a Super Bowl. So, most definitely, keep your eyes out on Buffalo making noise. That's the AFC East with the Patriots, the Jets, the Dolphins. Yeah. Okay. The Dolphins, I don't know what they're going to do. I think they're going to roll with Tua. But pretty much, I'm going to keep you guys posted. Haven't been making much videos, but NFL, a lot going on right now. The draft coming up soon. A lot more trades to be made. Never know what's going to happen on at any minute in this free agency because information just dropping left and right. But I'll be back with another one.